2023 was supposed to be the year that things got back to normal in Hollywood, that the box office recovered to pre-pandemic levels, that streaming finally became profitable for some of these companies. Instead, we saw the exact opposite. We saw a box office that, without the ability to make excuses with COVID, still fell well short of the pre-pandemic levels of 2019. And even worse than that, when you look at the number of people that are actually going to the movie theaters in 2023, it fell off significantly. You're talking about 40% fewer people actually attending the movie theater. And considering what we see on the slate for 2024, even the mainstream media is being forced to admit reality and say things are bad right now in the entertainment industry, and it's only going to get worse. Studios and theaters face shrinking 2024 box office due to strikes, and that is a very, very big factor in 2024. Even if it hadn't happened, even if the strikes hadn't happened, the actor strikes, the writer strike, even if that stuff hadn't happened, Hollywood would have pulled back. Hollywood would have scaled back because they have to. They're spending money hand over fist, and they're losing all of that money right now. We saw massive failures at the box office. Only one movie that had a budget of over $200 million actually broke even for Hollywood. This is not just a Disney problem, although Disney is the biggest problem of all of them. But also, when you look at the money that these people spent on the streaming series that were a nightmare as well. And now when you get this, that after a disappointing 2023 box office, 2024 is about to get a whole lot worse. Domestic box office expected to drop by over $1 billion in 2024 amid fewer films and waning moviegoer sentiment. Yeah, maybe the bright side, the silver lining on the strikes pushing some of that stuff back is that Hollywood won't be able to lose as much money if they don't put as many things out. I guess you can look at it that way. But really, when you look at all the questions that people are raising, right, the media is being forced to acknowledge that 2023 was not the bounce back they thought it was. That right now, a lot of people in the entertainment industry should be panicking because these actors and the writers that decided to go on strike and ask for more at probably the worst possible time, they thought they were doing something incredible, that they were standing up to get 1% higher pay raise for this or that. A lot of what they did is going to end up dooming them because there are not going to be as many jobs available. Hollywood right now, in this entire streaming war that has failed, by the way, the streaming wars are fucking done. Netflix is at the top and everybody else is losing billions of dollars. It's shakeout time as losses of Netflix rivals top $5 billion. Disney, Warner, Comcast, and Paramount are contemplating cuts and possible mergers. You know why? Because they're all losing fucking billions of dollars on streaming, while Netflix is just continuing to roll and roll and roll. But one of the big things that they did was they created so much streaming content. I want you to look at this. This is the annual tally of U.S. scripted series. In 2022, is all the way up to 599. Right? We're talking about 600 scripted series in 2022. 2023, when it's all said and done, probably didn't quite reach that level because the strikes, because the actors and writers strikes probably delayed some of that shit. However, what we're going to see in the future is people significantly scaling back. The writers who went on strike for better pay, they're not going to be able to find a fucking job anymore because Hollywood is going to be forced to shrink. You can make an entire standalone video just on Disney and the disasters they're facing. But right now, almost everyone in the trades is saying, hey, look at all these problems that are facing Hollywood. They're going to have to do something to counteract this. Otherwise, if you thought 2023 was bad, 2024 is about to be even worse. And I don't think we have a Barbenheimer, a shock like Barbenheimer that's going to artificially boost this box office. When you look at these releases in 2024, you're hard-pressed to find things that are like, well, certainly that's going to be a hit, right? Certainly this is going to take off. Certainly this is going to challenge for $1 billion movie, with the exception of something like Deadpool 3 and maybe a big kids movie like Minions 4. You know, there's other things like Joker Part 2. Is that really going to recreate the original shit? I don't see that happening. 2024 is set to be an even worse year at the box office than the disappointing year that was 2023. And right now, people in Hollywood are in full-blown panic mode because they know that this means the Hollywood as they knew it is not going to recover. People are not going back to the theaters. People are finding other ways to entertain themselves. And streaming services are failing. People are losing billions at the box office. And Hollywood is floundering. In 2024, it looks like it's going to be even worse. Let me know your thoughts about all this in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.